It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC South. It's the Jaguars and the Colts. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there was no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
A new era begins here in Indy as the Jags and Colts are underway to begin the new season. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Fields. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Here's Fields. And his throw is incomplete. So this, a great matchup here in Indy. You get a divisional game right out of the gate. Now, Charles, what do you see in store for these two teams in 2023?
Indianapolis trying to get themselves reestablished as a playoff team, but they've kind of hit the reset button a little bit. While Jacksonville, coming off of a big finish in 2022, they believe they're the team to beat in the AFC South.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Fields going to change things up here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. And they'll be led out by a much-discussed third-rounder in last year's draft, the second-year pro out of Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader, teams went 43-6 while he was in college, has speed, dual-threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Again, it's Barkley. Dances by him. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Working from the gun, Ridder. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Opposite, green, black swap, yellow, line.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter throwing on third down. And behind his man, incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go more tennis on it.
You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
I do know from experience, when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Here we go, son.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Fields. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here we go on 4th down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley powering forward. And shoving him off, now open field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 53 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Touchdown Colts! Jordan Akins from 6 yards away. And the Colts have taken the lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. There goes a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. We're good.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Fields now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, not going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Ritter on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Second and 10 now. It's Ritter. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, Ritter. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go.
3rd and 5. Here's Ritter. Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
And it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the 2nd half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Ready.
Ritter from the gun. That's taken in by Watson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Check, pink.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be... 66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check white. Quick. Yellow.
Barkley inside handoff. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Blue check. Stay.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Desmond Ritter, 25 yards. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And the point after, good by Grupe. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Desmond Ritter taking it himself to finish the drive. Chase Edmonds going to take it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Meanwhile, Fields throw complete there to Moore.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. One play action. Fields under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game, because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Ritter to throw it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event,
there he goes right side. He's to the 15, pushing his way through. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley, 56 yards. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, here's Fields. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. On first down, it's Fields.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Here we go.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Colts 17-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here.
Just a yard up to the 39. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have a Colts first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch, yellow, blue, check.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Ritter now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now down 27-24. A little under 2.5 to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Here's Ritter after that pick 6.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Check pink, check white, switch, yellow, hut, go.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Ready.
Up the middle with Barkley. Shoves him away. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Go. Hut, hut.
Ritter. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Cycle.
A loss of 5 brings
Now Ritter. To Barkley on the check down. And he gets it down to the 32. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Ritter looks to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready up.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Blue check.
It's Barkley on the counter. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to
settled in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough someday.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take out blockers. How about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. First throw in overtime by Fields. And this is caught. He hits more. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And quickly they get to the line. On first down, Fields. His throw incomplete. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now Fields fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. So a big move here, planned to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Ritter. to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to